If I came to you and every time I asked you for $1,000, you gave it to me. I said, I got a sick kid. And can you help me pay the medical expenses? Of course you feel bad. You say, sure, I'll help you. And you gave me $1,000. And then I came back to you next month and said, or 2 months later and said, hey, I need another 1,000. Okay. And you just gave it to me. And every time I came to you, every 2 or 3 months and asked you for $1,000, you just gave it to me. And then one day you said, wait a minute, you keep telling me, you told me this was for your sick kid. Is your kid getting any better? But if every time I came to you and said, hey, I need $1,000, you didn't question me, you just gave it to me. All right? All right? All right. Then let's say one day you questioned me and I said, don't question me, just give me the $1,000. And if you don't give it to me, I'm going to do something to someone you love. I'm going to destroy your property. I'm going to do something negative. If you don't give it to me, I threaten you. I'm going to do something to hurt you, throw you in jail. I don't know. I'm going to do something. But I just kept saying I need more money. And you don't know where the money's going. And you don't know why I'm giving it to you. And I just keep telling you it's for my sick kid. You're a good person. Give me the money. Right? And then one day you say no. And I say, okay, well, now I'm going to hurt you because you're not giving me what you've been giving me. I would probably end up going to jail, right? For a crime, extortion, threatening you bodily harm. You know, I'm threatening to do something to you if you don't pay me, even though me asking you for money is illegal in the first place. But because you've been doing it and I just got carried away, I'm like, she's just going to keep giving it to me, or he's just going to keep giving it to me and not even really question what I'm doing with it. But every time I ask this person for $1,000, they give it to me. Then I would be smart. You would be the fool. I wouldn't be the fool because every time I ask you, you give it to me. You don't question me. When I tell you I'm going to hurt you, you don't report me. You don't buck on me. You just give it to me because you're afraid of me. Because I said, if you don't give it to me, I'm going to hurt you in a negative way. I'm going to do something to you. I'm going to do something negative to you. It's going to affect you. But you know that doesn't even sound right. That's not even that. No, fuck you. I'm not giving you shit, bitch. You need to pay me back. Okay. Now imagine you buy a house. You know, my friend, she's buying a house. Imagine they start out, this is your property taxes, right? This is the fraudulent system in place right now. They've gotten out of control. The school district, all of these crooks lining their pockets. There are certain jobs in not just government, but there are certain jobs now that, you know, but right now we're speaking specifically within government that they can get away with cooking the books, right? So, you know, you buy a house, they tell you your taxes are $800 a year. $900 a year. Let's make it even $1,000 a year. Okay. 6 months in, they come and they give you a bill for an extra $200. You don't question it. You just pay it, right? Most people. And then 3 or 4 months after that, they come and slap you with another bill. You moved in your house 2 years later. Your $1,000 a year taxes is now $3,500. You just keep they just keep saying we need more taxes. You don't know why, you don't know where it's going, but you're like, it's the government, I gotta do it. Because you know, if you don't pay it, they're gonna threaten you, they're gonna shake you down. It's like the Mafia. Pay us or else. But it's illegal what you're doing. It don't matter, pay us or you're gonna have problems. And no one bucks because everyone's scared of the repercussions. Yeah, but everybody's been doing it, so I guess I gotta just do it. No one says, nah, fuck this shit. This is illegal, I ain't paying you shit. Try to bully me, I'm gonna bully you back. You know, if all the attorneys, tax attorneys got together and civil rights attorneys and constitutional attorneys got together and if they started auditing these school districts and they said, wait a minute, you keep asking for more tax money. The roads are still fucked up. Kids still don't have proper equipment in their schools. There's no working computers. Wait a minute. What do you want this tax money for? Who's putting this money in their pocket? No, we're not paying this shit. We pay our mortgage. We pay our PMI insurance. We pay, okay, and we pay a little bit of taxes, which is still illegal. But okay, we're not even supposed to be paying property taxes. It's bullshit. They're confiscating people's houses that are paid for because the fucking government who really owns the land and who always owns the land, because if they want the land, they can come in and take your land, no matter how much you've paid for it or if you're done paying for it. So the same way, If I came to you and I just kept asking you for money, you wouldn't give it to me. You would be like, what the fuck do you keep asking me money for, bitch? It's the same principle. It's just like being shaken down by the mob. You're talking about pay you for protection. They used to do this years ago when I was growing up. You own a butcher shop or something in the neighborhood, and you're paying for. Wait a minute, paying for protection? Protection from who? The very people that's robbing you. I won't rob you if you pay me. That's the protection you're paying for. But no one has the balls to say, fuck you. Matter of fact, come down to the basement. I got a free steak for you. Bring them down to the meat, into the cellar where you keep the frozen meat and the grinder. No one thinks like them. If you're ground beef, you can't extort money from me. Jokes. So this is what they do. This is what your local government is doing. Okay? And it's actually illegal. The IRS itself is illegal, but I'm not going to get into that because I don't want no strikes on my already in Facebook strikes. I'm in the negative. They already told me my page is on the verge of getting, taken away. Okay, whatever. Zuckerberg's still up to the same nonsense, the censoring nonsense. We live in the United States of America where we're censored, right? So it's the same analogy. Everyone is scared to say, nah, you're raising my taxes every quarter. I need accountability. I need a spreadsheet. I need to see exactly why you're raising it, because there is fraud, corruption, and theft. And the reason why they get away with it, the people that are perpetrating this fraud, is because no one bucks, no one stops, everyone is just compliant, scared, and obedient. No one says, nah, fuck this shit. I'm not giving you another penny, and you won't take my fucking house. Take my house? Yeah, it's a fight. That's why I said we need attorneys. We need people who have positions of power and who are knowledgeable and who are trained in this type of thing to join the fight and say, there's a few people doing it across the country. I think there's one in Texas I've been following on YouTube. But we have to have enough people get together, not just the homeowners. We have to have enough of society to get together and say, nope. This is bullshit, because they're not going to take everybody's shit away and they're not going to put everybody in jail. And if it's an all black town, they might drop a bomb on it because they've done it before. But we're in 2026. You're not just going to quietly drop a bomb on a city full of people and walk away. Then they did it. Wait a minute. They did it to burned out the Californians and they burned out the people in Hawaii. Maybe they can just do it and get away with it, because they still they're still doing it to this day. Decimate, but making it look like an accident with these smart meters and blowing up fire to people's homes, and then going in and sweeping clean the land and taking it over, like what they did, and how Oprah went in and just bought up all that land in Hawaii. So you know what? They do it, but they don't do it as overtly as they used to. They do it covertly. So, but we gotta fight them somehow. We gotta. And they don't want you to purchase a house. They really want you to rent their apartments. You notice here in Atlanta, every other block, they clear the land and they build an apartment complex.